Ever since returning from the embarrassing G20 Summit in New Delhi, Canadian PM Justin Trudeau has gotten himself in quite a diplomatic soup. The nature of his allegations on India and then doubling down on them without providing evidence to support has not sat quite well with people. Many in the political circles are of the opinion that this could be a cop-out for his dwindling popularity amid the economic slowdown. Hello and welcome to the Pamphlet. The next Canadian federal election is scheduled to be held on or before 25 October 2025. While that is still a long time to go, the power is never quite permanent and nor is the guarantee that someone in power today will finish full term. If a recent popularity poll is to be believed, then the picture looks quite bleak for the current Canadian PM. A poll for Canada's Global News suggests that Canadians see opposition leader Pierre Poilievre as the best candidate for PM. With over 40% of votes, Pierre is on the top of the picture while Trudeau is second with 31% of votes. Meanwhile, 22% prefer Jagmeet Singh as the PM choice. According to Darryl Bricker, the CEO of the polling agency, when you take a look at why Canadians are feeling the way they are right now, there's real dissatisfaction with the direction of the country, particularly when it concerns the big issues that are on the personal agendas. Bricker says these issues are the cost of living, access to housing and inflation. The polls suggest that 60% of Canadians thinks it's time for Trudeau to step aside as leader and let someone else lead the Liberals into the next election. There is an increased public dissatisfaction in Canada. As per a national poll conducted by Abacus Data, the Conservative Party of Canada seems to have taken on the lead against the Liberals. In July, the Trudeau government approval rating stood at 32%, lowest recorded since July 2021. What is even worse that only 19% of the respondents felt that the current Trudeau government should be re-elected. Further, Canadians are also not too happy with the way Trudeau has managed the country's economy. In April this year, it was reported that only 27% of people trust him on economic growth. Canadian GDP edged 0.2% lower in the second quarter of this year, and early reports are pointing to another decline in the third quarter. The economy had also shrunk in March this year as the GDP did not grow as much as expected. According to Reuters, Canada's annual inflation rate in August jumped to 4.0% from 3.3% in July on higher gasoline prices. News reports show that grocery prices have been sky high in Canada, with it being 8.5% in July. Over the years, various scandals, voter fatigue, as well as poor standing globally have also lessened Trudeau's re-election chances. Sikh population, many of whom are second-generation Indian Canadians who have been brought up away from their Indic roots and mingled with pro-Khalistani elements for years, are conditioned to hate the Indian state. The hatred of these pro-Khalistanis who left India and settled in Canada has managed to poison the minds of young Sikhs who have nothing but hatreds towards Hindus and subsequently India. All were misplaced because of the vested interest of a few separatists. But then they form a strong voter bank, which is what Trudeau needs now. Hence, many believe he is pandering to the Khalistani terrorists on their soil and attacking one of the most promising economy for getting this momentary satisfaction of increased support. But Trudeau should learn from Pakistan, the country that has fueled the Khalistani movement against India for decades, that the monster you create will someday come and destroy you. Surely, Trudeau does not want to go that way. Let us know in the comments below, what do you think is the reason Trudeau is acting out this way?